A pleasure to meet all at last. And here we are with video games that are totally awesome. Once again. I feel like that with some people, they might as well have me cover a few different things that come not just from the likes of PlayStation or Xbox, but also Nintendo. Probably one of the biggest cases of Nintendo related games that I had been remembered for over the years were the Wii Sports series. Yeah, if you're especially familiar with Wii Sports Resort, Wii Fit, and a few other unique games that did utilize specialized Wii-related accessories, add-ons, and whatnot, hardware of any sorts that was technically made for these games, well, there were a good number of videos that I made over the years with the Nintendo Wii in mind, as well as the Wii U, DS, and even tried the DS Lite. Though, unfortunately, that's not to say that all Nintendo consoles were to eventually come into my favor, or my ownership for that matter. But hey, the original Nintendo Wii came out nearly 20 years ago, and I do feel like that it's probably a good time for me to have a discussion about a couple of things. I'll probably just go on ahead and talk a bit about the Wii Sports and Wii Sports Resort games. After all, both of these games did utilize the Nintendo Wii, its unique ambiance, nostalgia, as well as the signature vibe that were well represented in the Wii's own lineage, as well as its lifespan, especially dating back to the years of 2006 to 2012, around the time that the Wii U would come around. But in all honesty though, with Wii Sports, nothing could probably get as classic in feel, look, and playability as with this. It's probably worth knowing that one of the main things about the Nintendo Wii were Mii's. That's spelled M-I-I. These were essentially characters / avatars that are custom made by the persons involved. And this especially can be if you're hoping to create a certain character based off of something, or even just yourself. And the Mii creator function, especially with its unique theme song that has been well represented in the meme industry for nearly 20 years. You could say that that theme has become as iconic as whatever pop star could possibly be. But with Wii Sports though, the usage of your Mii character is typically where it's at, and where it's best represented, of course. We know that with Mii's, there's still a thing today, especially with the new Switch, as well as the Ring Fit system. But in terms of the original Wii, the Mii characters are rather used many times over. In terms of Nintendo's Wii Sports, however, you do get a variety of different sports to choose from. And these sports can be anything. You got baseball, you got bowling, you got tennis, you got ping pong, you got a good variety of different things to work with. And while this might seem a bit more on the basic side of things, having just a small variety of sports games to work with, this is basically the pure definition of what classic nostalgic vibes gives us. And despite being 2006, when so many other possibilities were around, let's not worry about that too much. Because after all, Wii Sports was made typically as a game that everybody would possibly get for the console. And maybe if not everybody, sometimes the game would actually come with the system itself. Which in our case, when we got a Nintendo Wii, that's exactly what happened. We got the game for free. And it sure was a unique thing to put together. Imagine if nowadays we could probably get a PlayStation 5 and when it could come with probably an amazing title with it. Like, I'm sure that the new PS5 Pros might actually have something in them. It could be Elden Ring, it could be Spider-Man 2, it could be The Last of Us Part 2. It could be Astro Bot maybe? I sure hope people can get that game for free because, woo! That was awesome. Anyways though, with the fact that Wii Sports has had a number of different variants of playability, not just playing with the original classic sports modes, but there are in fact different sports modes to choose from. And there's also a variety of different challenges that you can complete as well, typically involving any of the sports previously mentioned. And sometimes they do even go a bit above and beyond that. Like with bowling, for instance, there's actually an option to get 100 pins. And there has actually been some glitches and hacks that people have found over the years that sometimes certain tricks can actually knock all the pins down. Like, for example, try to get the ball to go up onto the rail to the right. And once it hits the end, boom, all the pins are knocked down. An instant strike of 100 pins. That's a lot of points you work with in one hit. Which didn't really happen, but still, how could you resist such a trick like that? Anyways, though, apart from all the tricks and all the hacks and all the many things that people have represented in the game, and while it's still a thing that continues to this day, even with newer copies that came around, the thing is, Wii Sports, no matter what it is, no matter how you play it, whether it's with yourself or even with a group of 4, it could be your own family, or your own friends, or possibly even enemies hoping to challenge with you. But Wii Sports still is, without a doubt, probably one of the best in terms of nostalgic value on the Nintendo Wii. And what came along as a bit of a sequel within 2 years came along Wii Sports Resort. But I'll save that for tomorrow, because for now, my official scoring for Wii Sports, with all the nostalgia put into it, with all the variety, which unfortunately wasn't very much, but it more than makes up for it with the sheer memory that people get out of it. And with all the other things the games had to offer, with challenges, playability, and different options to really amplify the variety in terms of whatever sports you like to play the most, I'd say this deserves a good 7.6 out of 10.1. And while I can't say that it's masterpiece level mostly because of the low variety level in it, we at least do have the opportunity to talk about Wii Sports Resort tomorrow. But for now, enjoy this piece. I'll see you tomorrow with Wii Sports Resort, but for now, make sure to like, subscribe, comment, follow me wherever you can find me, and stay on the Hollywood side.